I really don't understand men. So if you guys follow me, I've been gushing about a guy that I've been talking to. Um, I thought everything was going great. Like, we hit it off over text and we're like talking so much. And I went to the date in person and I thought he was super cute and like I thought everything was going fine. And at the end, I was like laughing and I hugged him and I was like, I hope we can do it again. And he was like, haha, maybe I'll just ghost you. And I was like, oh, okay, like laughing. And I was like, you do that, I'll find you. And he like laughed and then he was like, okay, I'll see you. And afterwards, I texted him and I was like, I had a great time. I would love to do it again. And he was like, you were super sweet and fun, but I don't think we really clicked. And the whole time during the date, like, I was trying to listen to what he was saying, but it's like it was so loud in there. And then it's like, I'm in Charleston, so there's beautiful women, and like every time a group of girls walked in, he would like look at them. And I was like, okay. And like my dress that I was gonna wear before broke, so I couldn't even wear my best outfit. But it's just like, he's not even giving me a second chance to like, I told him after, I was like, I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit nervous. It was like a lot going on. And it's just like, I truly thought that this was gonna work out. I don't know what happened. And it's like, I can't help but think. Like, it's like, because he was looking at other girls while we were in there. I'm like, damn, he does not think I'm cute. Yeah.
Why does no one explain or tell us how hard it is to be dating in this modern age in your 30s? I don't want to be going out dating. I don't want to do it. I don't want to put myself through it. I just find that people are so easy to leave and people can't commit anymore. People don't want to commit anymore. It's like it's too easy to find other things. And then just stupid things like you're going on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. You're scrolling through and you're seeing all these memes of things that you want to have in your future, and it just makes you feel so envious. Like, I wish I could have that. Why can't I have that? Oh, dating in your 30s sucks. Really sucks. And I think it's just kind of like, it's trying to come to terms with the fact that everything that you thought you'd have by this age isn't always where it's meant to be. Sometimes you just need to wrap your head around it. But it does, yeah, it gets a bit much sometimes. Just a low day. I'll be fine again later. Oh,
And I hate to be one of those women that come on TikTok and cry, and people are like, why is she doing that? I'll tell you that almost 2 years ago, my ex and I divorced after 23 years of marriage. And it's been almost 2 years. It has been the hardest, most loneliest time of my life. I mean, if somebody would have said that I would feel and walked through what I have walked through, I would have said, no, I won't, because I will not make it. I will not survive very long. I just pulled in my driveway from work, and I don't want to go inside because my kids aren't home this week. I also, when I look to the left, I see our basketball court and 2 basketballs in the yard. And I'm not going to move those. They're reminders of these precious children that I have and that I can't stop. But man, times like this suck when I don't want to go inside my home because there's no one to go home to. No one is in there waiting for me. I will not be greeted by anybody. And that is a really hard place to be. So, I don't have any like crazy magic words that'll make you feel better if you're experiencing that. just know that you're not alone, and these feelings, we all know they come and go. Last night I pulled into my driveway just feeling fine. I was actually a little bit excited that I just had the night to myself. But today it just hit me. You just never plan on things like this happening. So again, I don't have anything earth-shattering to tell you except that you are not alone in those feelings, and probably an important thing to do is to reach out to somebody that's healthy, not just anybody. While I think it's important to sit in those feelings and that grief, because there's so much growth happening. Like, I know there is so much growth happening in my heart, and I want that growth because I don't want any of that pain to be in vain. I want to come out of this a better woman, a better mom, a better partner for that person. So I'm going to wrap this up because I'm rambling and I kind of want to delete it. Maybe I should. But just know you're not alone.
So she says, I don't understand men. No, you do. You just don't like the answer. He literally told you, maybe I'll ghost you. That wasn't a joke. That was a spoiler. He looked at the menu, saw the red flags and said, yeah, I'm gonna close out early. And the best part, she's blaming the lighting, the volume, the broken dress. This isn't a Marvel multiverse. You don't get a second costume change and a redo. If a man says, you were sweet but we didn't click, that's code for, I'm not risking my peace for another round of this energy. He wasn't distracted by the other women. He was realizing mid-date that the highlight of the night was the appetizer. And when she said, you do that, I'll find you, every neuron in his brain screamed, run. Ladies, if a man jokes about ghosting you, don't laugh. Start haunting yourself, because that's exactly what's coming next. She says, dating in your 30s is so hard. Yeah, because you spent your 20s rejecting good men for not being exciting enough. Now you're 32, tired, and realizing bad boys don't come with warranties. The nice guy you ghosted, he's married, has kids, and just built a deck on his house. Meanwhile, you're scrolling TikTok at midnight crying over relationship memes between swipes on Hinge. It's not that dating got harder, it's that the options got smaller. All the good men settled down, and the rest know better. You're not competing with other women anymore. You're competing with peace, solitude, and a man's ability to say, no thanks, I'm good. So yeah, dating in your 30s sucks. But maybe it's not modern dating that's the problem. Maybe it's the realization that the party ended, and you left with nobody but your phone and your feelings.
Well, it's her own fault.
She says she hates to cry on TikTok, but that phone's recording in 4K and the ring light's on. 23 years of marriage, gone. Now she's sitting in the driveway, staring at the basketball hoop, realizing peace and quiet isn't as glamorous as it looked on Instagram. She thought divorce would feel like freedom. Now freedom feels like echo. Nobody told her the independent woman era comes with cold dinners and empty houses. The truth, men don't gloat when they see this. They just nod. Because that's exactly what we warned you about. This is the moment reality cashes the check that fantasy wrote. She doesn't need a villain, she needs a mirror. And she's finally looking at it.
Yeah, it's about time.
Real men of genius.